Hello everyone, I am Sorrento the Awesome, and I'm back, and I'm ready to look at some more r/InsaneParents. But before I get started, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and if I can't convince you, perhaps this picture of my kitten will convince you. And, random fact about my cat society is that the yoga classes there are either MMA fighting tournaments or WWE wrestling tournaments. Without further ado, let's get into this. So his first post here says, "Mom sent me this today," and some context that OP has provided says, "For some background, my 23 female childhood was a nightmare to say the least. My mom is bipolar but refuses to take her medication and has abused alcohol and drugs my whole life. I was the black sheep of the family and was constantly blamed for all the family issues. I've moved out of the house when I was 18 and I've been completely self-sufficient since then, and my life is great now. I've been to tons of therapy and my therapist has advised that I go no contact with them, but I'm having a hard time cutting them out completely because of my siblings who still live with them. My mom has gone through different stages of blaming me for our distance. Her newest tactic is to tell me that it is time to move on since her abuse was a long time ago. The level of cognitive dissonance she does to avoid blame is honestly pretty impressive." Anyways, this person here says, "You may want to forgive your parents for raising you through their own unresolved trauma, not being able to understand you because they did not have the capacity to, not being able to teach you certain skills as nobody taught them, being emotionally unavailable as their parents were emotionally unavailable, doing the best they could with what they knew and had, following cultural norms that they were surrounded with, raising you through their own struggles, worries, pain, and fears." Well, you also kinda have to, apologize, for one, and for two, you kinda also maybe would probably need to, grow out of the mindset of this here, and I'm gonna give you a 45 out of 50. OP really doesn't owe you any forgiveness, and you kinda also maybe need to work on yourself. Maybe therapy and also, taking your meds might be able to help you a lot more. And this next post here says, "Backcrap insane advice found in the wilds of Facebook." And this person here says, "What do you do for punishment for a mouthy 10-year-old? I feel like I'm failing as a parent because I can't get his mouth under control. Please send help." And from what OP said, it was just this one commenter that said the insane advice, but the rest were saying reasonable advice, like maybe probably taking away electronics for the time being or something like that, which is probably what I would suggest. Anyways, this person here says, "First pray, let God take control, let things cool down, feed him, let him take a nice warm shower. While he's in the shower, let him have it with a belt on his butt. You can put God's fear in him, bring it the 10 commandments, and show him commandment number 5, honor thy mother and father. For if he does, God will bless him with long life on earth." And this person here says, "Holy crap, WTF, attack your child while he's naked in the shower is your best parenting advice?" And I'm gonna give this a special out of 50. Yeah, don't actually do this, at all. And I mean, do not actually do this because, yeah, that is really, really bad parenting advice. And this next post here says, "Been a while, update/context in the comments." And this person here says, "Seen my only daughter at Walmart. She has disowned me as her mother, but I will always love her. No doubt she has been brainwashed. I pray for her all the time, as well as my oldest son. We used to have a great mother-son bond, but due to some differences in circumstances, we haven't talked for a while. I miss them both very much and love them." I feel like there might be a bit more than what you're telling us. Anyways, OP here has provided some context by saying, "After my last post around Mother's Day, I think, I quit speaking to her altogether, so technically I haven't spoken to her since March. I wanted to blow up at her, telling her everything she did wrong. But after a few months of no contact, my therapist said I seemed to be doing much better, said she wouldn't usually recommend it, but I seem to be doing better, so I should keep doing what I'm doing. My mental health is definitely improving, and I'm much happier and less stressed without her and her people around. Anyways, yes, my wife and I are doing our shopping, and we ran into her. I believe I saw her before she saw me, but chose not to engage. When she saw me, she called my first and middle name to get my attention. I looked over, made a non-committal head gesture, and kept going. My youngest brother, who shortly after her message to me, made a post about how he couldn't stand my wife and I and how disrespectful we were to my mother. Cut him off too, walked up behind me while I was talking to my wife and grabbed me hard by my shoulder trying to scare me, I think. I rolled my eyes and ignored him as well and walked away as he laughed. Apparently, I'm no doubt brainwashed because I made the decision to live a happier, mentally better life that doesn't include people who don't support or respect myself, my wife, or our relationship. As for my brother, mentioned in her last post, he also cut her off for similar reasons. He realized he is happier this way, though it is still new to him, so he is adjusting to it. She's mad that we chose our spouses who love and support us over her toxicity. Couldn't possibly be anything that she said, did, or continues to do. And I'm gonna probably give the mother here a 50 out of 50. I mean, it probably could be the things that you are continuing to do that is probably torpedoing your relationship with OP, and you maybe do need to take some responsibility for what you're doing, because maybe you could probably try, maybe improving yourself a bit. I could maybe help you. And I think with that, that's going to do it for today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
In fact, both local San Francisco papers are investing a lot of money to try and get a service just like that started. Science editor Steve Newman reports on one person already